Pretty sad, all right?
How's it going?
How's it going? How are you?
Doing good.
With Lubbock PD?
Yes, sir.
We're Guardians of the Children. We're a nonprofit 501c3. We work with victims of child abuse, sexual assault, things of that nature.
Okay.
We're out here to provide a little bit of comfort and support for the families, help give them some space.
Sure.
Let them grieve in peace.
Okay.
So, we just thought we'd come out, help some kids.
Sure.
Help some families in need. How you doing today? Oh man, don't bump into me, dude.
I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
No, I understand, but
I'm sorry. You a police officer?
We're working with the police. I asked us to be here.
You're working with police?
No. We are here to give the family space and time to grieve.
Well, I just got you on video saying you're working with police.
Over here by the main gate for the cemetery.
I definitely just saw him assault you.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm a public servant, so.
Are you a police officer?
Oh no, I'm not a police officer. I'm a paramedic.
I didn't ask anybody any question. I just wanted to watch. That's all we can do, and in a safe space, right?
I understand.
So according to those members of this biker gang, it seems, down in Uvalde, he said they're working with the police to help provide support, comfort, and peace for grieving families as these things continue to go through, as these funerals are happening across the country, well, right down there, but as everyone's grieving across the country, they're very upset about this. But apparently there's an aggression involved around this. So they didn't just recruit one of these biker gangs, they recruited 3 of them. So here's more details. At least 3 biker groups were among roughly 100 mourners that are gathered outside Rushing-Estes-Knowles Mortuary on Thursday for the funeral of 10-year-old Eliahana Torres, one of 19 children killed in the shooting. And that's according to the Houston Chronicle. Uvalde police officers and members of the biker groups reportedly threatened to arrest journalists if they left the designated area across the street from the mortuary. It was not clear whether any attempts were made to leave the area. Also, it was confirmed by one of the biker gangs that the Uvalde police asked them to come and show up and do this. So a member of the biker club Guardians of the Children reportedly said that they had been asked to attend the funeral by Uvalde police. Other biker groups in attendance were said to include the Thin Blue Line, LEMC, and the Marines MC. They're badasses. So they've had these types of encounters and run-ins with these guys, and they're protecting the children. Now, by the way, I would understand, Rick, I would understand if you're grieving and you're at your kid's funeral, you don't want this to become a spectacle and now people are taking pictures and people are asking, how do you feel? I get all of that, man. I actually do. But if you're providing peace and comfort, we should probably also have an issue with the way people are talking about these murdered children and what you don't want to do about it and how we're now injecting emotion into it and how then maybe if my deceased child had a gun in his hand, maybe he could have done something different. Those things don't provide much peace and comfort. But the problem is they want to have this show of force and anger and violence when it comes to this, to act like they care. Whenever you want to try and act like you show that you care, let's stand there and be mad. How about we do something? Show that you care by trying to keep this from happening again, rather than like, well, we're gonna wait till the next time and we're gonna keep you guys from talking about it. That's the problem. They don't want it to become a visual spectacle. They don't want it to be seen on the airwaves or over the internet about what's really going on there. And also how much they just kind of don't care. And it's for photo op opportunities. The people who do want to show up and act like they care.
Right. I think seeing this video is bad because yes, while I do understand what is going on within a local funeral where school children were murdered because of lax gun laws, to intimidate the press like this is a big no-no. And we see it at a lot of Trump rallies. We also have seen how the pattern of deceit and lying from the Uvalde Police Department has been treacherous and horrendous. And then they called in more police officers to help the local police officers from around the state. And now they're doing it again, where that one police officer was in Lubbock. Having like this faux pas security ring system with biker gangs, it appears.
Yeah.
Odd. I understand, like throughout the country, there are certain places that do certain things, and it might be abnormal because we are not from that place. But for a police department to it seems like at least have discussions with an alleged local biker gang to provide security. It doesn't sound like, and I wait, but it doesn't sound like this is something that those burying their children wanted. It sounds like something that the police wanted and that they concocted together. It's very weird. I'm sure we'll learn more.
Yeah, they continue to not have much of a good response to this. The police down there don't
Seriously.
seem to really know how to do much of anything correctly or cleanly.